Crypto King is not a financial advisor.
What do you say to someone watching who's still a little bit leery when it comes to anything cryptocurrency?
Never in the history of your life or your parents or your grandparents' life have they seen a new legal tender be created from scratch. So if you're still leery at this point, just stay out. Don't even buy it. Stay out and just watch us create an entire new money market without you. And then you'll have to explain to your kids why you let the biggest transfer in financial history happen and you did nothing.
Get started in investing in crypto today with Gemini, a next generation Bitcoin exchange. Earn free Bitcoin by using the link in the description box below. Well, family, I'd like to talk to you today about how to invest in crypto through staking and lending. So, what is staking? Staking involves pledging money to help a network validate its transactions in return for rewards, while lending involves loaning cryptocurrencies in return for interest payments. Both enable users to earn tokens but come with different benefits and risk. Let's take a look. So what's going on, Crypto King family? I'm right here at the La Cava Cigar Bar right here in Zona T in Bogota. And I came here, I'm gonna meet my buddy Todd. We'll sit down, talk some crypto, have a couple of sticks here. It's a good place to come chill out, hang out, meet new people, and make new business relationships. So that's what we're doing here today. And at the same time, I give you a good look at the cigar bar. So if you ever down here in Bogota and you like to do this type of thing, then you know where to come. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of the only one that I found down here. But this area right here is considered like the Beverly Hills, of the area, the Beverly Hills of Bogota. You know what I'm saying? This is their version of it. But anyway, nice fancy little cigar bar that you can come sit down and relax. So let's take a look at some of the sticks and then we'll talk some Bitcoin in a moment. What exactly is staking? Well, staking relies on the concept known as proof of stake. Proof of stake networks assign a miner or a node that write the validation of a transaction. A miner helps process cryptocurrencies, and the more tokens a miner has, the higher the chance they'll be selected. The largest staking rewards networks include Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, Cosmos, and Algorand. What are staking pools? Multiple investors combine their tokens in a pool. This increases the miner's chances of earning rewards. Fees are often included and rewards are lowered as a dividend amongst its investors. What is lending? Lending allows investors to earn passive interest in return for loaning their cryptocurrencies. Some of the largest lending companies include Celsius, Tidex, and Nexo. What are the negatives of staking and lending? Network volatility and longevity can seriously affect staking investments. Staking rewards
are paid as network tokens, or as in reinvestment into the token. So for an example, if you stake your Polkadot investment, you will receive your returns back in Polkadot. And also, a sudden drop in the network's value means a drop in the value of your assets overall as well. Now, why should you stake or lend your tokens? Lending and staking can be considered a two-step of investing into crypto. It only takes a few extra steps and you can help to increase the size of your initial holdings. Some of the top portfolio crypto trackers in cryptocurrency space today will be CoinStats, Blockfolio, which is now FTX, Delta, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and a CoinTeam. Take a look at these platforms if you already have a crypto portfolio set up. And if you don't already, you can definitely use CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap to do your initial research in learning about the different projects that you come into knowledge about.
All right, Crypto King family, you hear the music in the background. We just have to overlook that for a minute. And so back here, we sitting here with my man Todd. But let me show you first. This is the cigar that I'm smoking on here in the cigar bar that we are located at. And you know, it's called a Petitella. You know, so you know, if you're a mild smoker and you like cigar smoker like I am, then this is probably be your choice. You know, they got some Monte Cristos in there too. I kind of like those, but you know, they're a little bit bigger for what I like. But anyway, you know, so we're gonna talk to my man Todd here, and he gonna tell us about, you know, the background, his cigar background, and also his crypto, some of his crypto portfolio, whatever he's not holding, but how did he get started and stuff like that, and what you should be looking at in order to be able to grow your crypto portfolio. So without further ado, I introduce you to my friend Todd. He's from LA, but he's out here in Bogota, and he likes to visit the area. So let's check it out and learn a little bit about him and why he is here in Bogota and what he likes to do. This is Todd. Todd, if you don't mind just sharing a little bit about yourself before we go into the deep questions, letting the Crypto King family know who you are.
So, again, I'm from Los Angeles, and I basically, this is my playground. I do a lot of business out here. I'm in the medical field. So, at 50 years of age, I gotta have my kind of playground. This is what I choose.
So, you say Bogota's your playground. Why Bogota? Why did you choose Bogota of all places to be your playground when there's so many other places in the world? Bali, you know, you had the Caribbean, Hawaii. I know that's USA, but you know, it's still tropical. Why Bogota?
I've been to 42 countries. This one has my heart. It's got everything I need for somebody that, like me, that enjoys the finer things without having the finer things to have to worry about. The weather's perfect. The people are perfect. The culture is perfect. They're not bougie. They're street, yet they're still trying to, you know, hustle and get their jobs. And it's freedom. Look at what we're doing right now. Look at what we're doing right now. I mean, you can't beat it.
So family, you heard it yourself right there. So for those of who was afraid about coming to Bogota, you know, continue to stay afraid, but just know it's something good here, you know what I mean? But if you are, you know, decide to take a visit down here, the place you do want to come to down here is the Zona T area. It's the premier area, and this is where we like to come. So I've been hanging out with them for the last 3 days, man. You know, and we've been had a blast, and you know, and I'm just enjoying other parts of the city. I walked by this place several times and never even know it was here. But you know, when you meet people in the world, sometimes you start learning different things, you know. So this is definitely fortunate. So here we have another question for you. So Todd, I know that you're into cigars. What or how did you get started into the cigar business? And you know, is it an expansion into other places, other regions? You know, what's the overall goal or the end game, you know, by you being in the cigar business?
So I have a great story for how I got into the cigar business. As a doctor for the entertainment industry, I was on a movie set called Casino with Joe Pesci and Don Rickles. Because I like scotch but never smoked a cigar in my life back in 1995, I'd never experienced cigars, but they were always smoking cigars. So we'd share drinks. One day they said, Don Rickles said, hey, if you're gonna drink whiskey with us, you gotta have a cigar. That was my first cigar, never my last. Now I do 4 a day, and I own 3 cigar lounges in Southern California.
3 cigar lounges in California. Did you say Joe Pesci was your first cigar smoke?
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. So you said 3 cigar lounges in California. Where located in California? It's all in the same area. It's spread throughout.
I own a cigar lounge in La Quinta, California, which is Palm Springs. I have one in Malibu, and then I have another one in just outside of Los Angeles.
Okay. Okay. What is the name of your cigar lounges?
Hideaway Cigar Club.
Hideaway Cigar Club. So Crypto King family, if you like cigars, you can go to the Hideaway Cigar Club if you're ever out in California, and tell them Carlos sent you. You know, with my friend Todd. So Todd, you know, what is your favorite cigar?
My favorite cigar is probably in the Cuban industry, a Bolivar.
Bolivar.
But I prefer Dominican cigars.
Okay, so if we talk about mild, medium,
Medium.
Okay,
I like a medium cigar.
medium cigars. So for a non-cigar smoker, what would you suggest? That just wanted to come and just relax with guys.
I would suggest that you don't think about Cuban cigars because they're overrated. What you can't have, you want. It's not the case with cigars. They're not better cigars. Nicaraguan cigars, Dominican cigars, Honduran cigars are much better cigars quality-wise because they have more of the technology that it takes to grow this crop, where Cuba doesn't have that technology anymore. They never had it, but they were the tobacco industry at the time. So just because they're illegal, that's why you want them, that's why you think you want them. No, you're paying more money for something that's not as good as something that's less money. And you don't need to do that in this industry. So my recommendation if somebody was getting into cigars is to stick with a Romeo and Julieta because it's a very mild cigar. Or a Arturo Fuente, very mild cigar.
Cool. All right. Well, you know, and then if somebody wanted to drink with their cigars, what's a nice drink that can be paired with that cigar?
This is the biggest misconception in the cigar industry. People are always talking about pairings with different liquors, malts, different kinds of wines, you know, beers. Nothing. A cigar will go with everything. And to be honest with you, the number one beverage to smoke with is tea. Because you're smoking leaf and you're drinking leaf. People don't realize that iced tea or hot tea is actually the best pairing for a cigar because it's leaf to leaf. And now you get the flavors of every type of herbal plant that you can possibly imagine, and it balances it out. But when you want to smoke with a liquor or a beer or a wine, every cigar will go with everything. What you want to keep in mind though is you're not going to drink a heavy whiskey or liquor with a heavy cigar. You want to downsize. So if you're going to drink vodka, go with a heavier cigar because they'll balance out. If you're going to drink something heavy like a Hennessy, you want to go to a lighter cigar. That way you're not getting fucked up in the process. It's too much is too much.
Hey man, that's great game because that's something that I didn't even know myself, even though I'm a light cigar smoker. So guys, you heard that, and this here.
Let me say something. When you hear people talk about pairings, just know this: they're full of shit. Because everything goes with everything. You can drink Coca-Cola, you can drink iced tea, you can drink orange juice. Everything goes with cigar.
Top knowledge. Okay, family, so we got our little bit of knowledge about cigar smoking, what to pair it with, you know, if you're going to drink, you know, and how to do that. If you're a beginner smoker like I am, what you can choose from. So, you know, that's some very knowledgeable information from Todd here to let you know how to spend your money when you at any cigar lounge and not just here in Bogota if you choose to visit. Remember, go to the Hideaway Cigar Club if you're ever in California, man, and tell them Carlos sent you and they'll know that you seen this episode of Crypto King. So right now, we're going to talk about some Bitcoin, and that's because that's what we come to this channel to learn about. But anyway, we're going to ask a few questions here to see, you know, how he got started, involved, you know, and then what's the progression along the time that he's been in the crypto. So, question. When did you decide to make your initial investment in crypto, and who introduced you to that investment opportunity?
The best situation I could have ever been into. About 5 years ago, I had a 21-year-old kid come into my cigar lounge to buy a flavored cigar. I knew he was a beginner, but he paid for that cigar with a crypto card, credit card. And I asked him, what is this crypto stuff? I had no idea. I heard about it, Bitcoin, but I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was black market, you know, for drugs and weapons and things like that. So he sat in my lounge and schooled me on cryptocurrency 5 years ago. So I invested $5,000 into Ethereum, and I paid $189 per share back 5 years ago, and I sat on it. So it's at what, $40,000 a coin right now. And I have,
well, actually, Ethereum's just over $3,200 in Ethereum right now. Yeah, I just checked it today.
Okay. Either way, I sat on it for 5 years, didn't touch it, didn't do anything with it, because it was, to me, I just figured I was losing $5,000. I was making a gamble. I love to gamble. And so I did it, and look where I'm at now. So I just invested $25,000 into a new coin called Etherlight, which is the new version of Ethereum, and it's under the OAP coin, which is basically all the, from what I know, and again, I'm not a big crypto guy. I just invested at the right time and did the right thing. But Ethereum has a lot of kinks in it, and that's why they're not able to grow like Bitcoin. But it's still a fabulous coin to invest in still to this day, because it's going to get higher and higher. But there's a lot of different things that a lot of countries globally can't use Ethereum for, so they created Etherlight. Well, I just put $25,000 in and bought a million coins of Etherlight at 8 cents a coin. So right now it's at $1.09. I've only had it for 4 months. So imagine $1, and I bought a million coins. I've already become a millionaire just on that coin alone. They're projecting it to be at $5 a coin in the next year, and they see it at a high of $50 a coin in the future. I have a million shares.
So if you didn't hear what he said, Etherlight is a alternative to Ethereum. Not an alternative, but
it's the same platform.
Same platform as Ethereum, but it allows you to invest directly into Ethereum just in case you missed the train. Now, you know you got Ethereum 2.0 as well, and on Coinbase you can buy there and stake and just let it sit. So it's a set and forget. And basically what he just described to you was he bought, set and forget, and then now, and we talking 5 years ago. So we say 5 years ago, that's 2017. That was the last time the bull market was in effect right there, the end of the bull market, at least anyway. 40 coins of Ethereum at $100 and almost $200 a coin. And you can do the math on your own right there, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, so do you have any other favorite cryptocurrencies or any other cryptocurrencies that you're looking at trying to invest into at this time?
I do, but I am also being very, very cautious because there's so much out there right now that I don't know what's what. So I'm taking the advice of a gentleman that I know in San Diego who owns the 3rd largest crypto company in the world.
And what's the name of this company?
It's called,
if you can't recall it, then, you know, don't pull your brain.
No. We drank a lot last night.
Yeah.
Forgive me. It'll come to me.
Yeah, it'll come, so.
But just so you understand, Etherlight is a sister to Ethereum. It's under the same blockchain. But what they do is they took out all the kinks. So it's going to be the new universal. And as a matter of fact, Google and Amazon are going to use it as their only means, as well as their coin. And it's under the OAP, Open Alexa Protocol. So if you can't find Etherlight, when you search it up, look for Open Alexa Protocol, OAP.
All right, so let me give you some game a little bit. You know, I know you said you go off of the suggestions and the advice of your friend with the company, but it's a site called CoinGecko. CoinGecko.com. Also, Decrypt is another source that you can use in order to be able to do your own research, because you may be able to come into contact of coins that your friend may not be paying attention to, like a Solana or a VeChain or a
like VeChain. I like VeChain.
VeChain is that's my largest holding.
Yes.
I have no, it's not. I have about 25,000 shares of VeChain.
Yeah.
So when that get to wherever it's gonna go, you know, I'm good.
I will be investing in VeChain.
That is a good project, family. So you heard that. Here's another person telling you about VeChain, and y'all hear me talk about VeChain a lot.
You're gonna need VeChain, and I'll tell you why you're gonna need VeChain. You're gonna need VeChain because all these crypto companies they need the marketing, they need the resources, and they need to know what they're branching out to. And VeChain is that source because they're the ones collecting all the data for this cryptocurrency market that I still don't know anything about. I just used my money to go into it, and I made a fortune.
So basically, you went into it blind and just was like, okay, you looked at it as, like you said earlier, it's a loss. I'll just see what it do, and you just happened to hit the jackpot on a couple of them.
Yes, and how I found OAP Etherlight is in my travels. I was in Argentina smoking a cigar in a cafe. I saw another American sitting across the way from me. Invited him over to join me because we both were Americans. Come to find out, he's a big tech ownership at Seattle Tech in Seattle, Washington. We had such a great time that day. He introduced it to me and gave me the opportunity to buy into this, not knowing anything.
Wow.
So both of my buy-ins in crypto were based on other people.
Suggestions.
Just suggestions.
Wow. And
Win-win.
it ended up working out.
I did lose on Litecoin. When I bought the Ethereum, I bought 5,000 Ethereums, and I also bought 2,000 Etherlights, and it didn't do anything. So I just pulled it out and put it back into the Ethereum. So you're gonna take some losses sometimes, because nothing's guaranteed, but you'll play with it. That's what you do with it.
Where do you see cryptocurrency in the future for the world stage? How do you see it playing out as far as the current currency situation?
According to this guy I know that has this third largest company, he's already building coins for Walmart, Target. It's going to become the point where you're going to buy coins to go shopping because it gets rid of credit card theft, gets rid of currency that's not supposed to be used for certain things, and it's going to be global, and it's going to be all coins.
So basically, as far as what you're saying is that there's no way that the world is not going to adopt cryptocurrency as a whole.
Not a bit. It's going.
Okay, fam, so you heard it yourself, you got a couple of little nuggets just off of this interview alone, all right? So what you want to do is take the information you receive, and if it's applicable to your situation, then go ahead and use it and try to see what you can do in advancements of your portfolio. Whereas, with myself, I'm diverse in a lot of different things, NFTs, I have at least 20 to 30 different projects that I have in my portfolio, but he only has 2 or 3, and you can win either way. So, it'll behoove you to do as much research as you can, do your own research, and take advice from others, especially when they're connected in a situation that can give you some valuable information that, can assist you in your journey.
The thing you have to realize is $1,000 out of your wallet. You can go party with it and lose it, or you can invest it and not worry about it. You're going to gain more no matter what you do by investing it than you are using it to go party or to go show off with somebody. Why?
Boom.
$1,000. Try it out. If you don't like it, it's $1,000.
So, of a person's income, percentage-wise, what should be that number they should think about or invest into something? 10% of a person's income.
Yes.
So family, that means if you make $50,000 a year, okay, you take $5,000, of course, throughout the year, saving it and invest it in something. What's a good investment company or tool that you say a person can use to start off if they're a beginner and don't want to necessarily invest in crypto?
My thing is, you have to research. Your friends are going to tell you certain things. You got to do your research. This is your money. This is your hard-earned money. You've got to research whatever you want to invest in. For me, I like this crypto market because I'm hearing more and more things throughout my travels all over the world, and it's becoming the biggest thing I could ever imagine from my age group alone. I mean, this is more for the youth. This is their way. For me, I'm 50. Tech was the big thing, in my group. So you just gotta research. You gotta feel it to know how to do it, and take advice from people who are actually succeeding in it. So look at you. You're living in Bogota, Colombia. You could be living back in the States. Why are you living here? Because you know better. Common sense. Use your fucking common sense.
All right, family, so I got a real treat for y'all. We in the cigar bar. When you want to come to conduct business in places, you come to the cigar bar. So in my sittings here, I was able to meet, some diplomats from Indonesia, diplomats between Indonesia and Colombia, and we just sitting here having a conversation. So I wanted to ask them a couple of questions about the adoption of cryptocurrency in Indonesia. So we'll check that out, and we'll find out how's it going over there in that country.
My name is Jan Mandenas.
Dan Manenas?
I'm from Papua province, my country, Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Senator from Papua in Indonesia.
Senator from Indonesia, Jean. And
I'm Fernando. I'm from West Papua too. I'm his staff.
you are, I guess you guys work together, assistants together or whatever?
Assistant.
Assistant. This is his assistant. So I guess you'll be the translator somewhat. Okay,
That's
so,
what I do.
all right. So what I want to ask, okay, well, let me get the other ones. So, and you are
Senator.
Senator to Numre. No.
Your name.
My name is Bambang Hermanto from Indonesia.
And your position in Indonesia?
Administrative Parliamentary.
Administrator for, administrator for, you said your position title was?
Saya di Komisi 5.
Okay,
Vice Commission.
understand. And you are
Diplomatic for Indonesia.
diplomatic for Indonesia
Embahada de la Indonesia in Bogota.
in Bogota. So, okay, and our last person,
I'm Cynthia. I'm from Indonesia too, and I'm his assistant.
okay, so this is Cynthia from Indonesia, and this is his assistant. So I ask you first, what does your company know, or what are they doing about crypto adoption, Bitcoin?
Oh, what about the Bitcoin? I don't know exactly, but if I can work with them, I will do it.
Do you think that Bitcoin will be a currency in Indonesia in the future, like the country of El Salvador?
Yes, I think and I guess.
Okay, wonderful. Are you invested in the crypto?
Yeah, I want to join.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so the question is, what is your country doing to bring cryptocurrency adoption as a currency to your country? Meaning, will Bitcoin become a legal tender in Indonesia?
Bagaimana cryptocurrency Bitcoin dengan itu di Indonesia?
Cryptocurrency di Indonesia sekarang sedang berkembang.
So cryptocurrency in Indonesia right now is booming.
It's booming in Indonesia. So, how many years do you think it will take before Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a whole overtakes your current financial system?
Berapa tahun bisa nanti baru apa tahunnya bisa nanti mungkin.
Oh, sekarang pemerintah Indonesia malah menahan memperlambat lajunya Bitcoin itu.
Right now the government is trying to slow it down because it's growing so fast, it's moving, that they're trying to slow it down so it won't become that currency sooner.
Okay, so are you guys invested personally into crypto?
Pada investasi di crypto ada?
Oh, saya nggak ada. Karena Indonesia cuma hidup dibolehkan.
So in Indonesia they ban it, but I myself, yes, I do.
Definitely. All right, so please check out my channel, Crypto King. Thank you for the interview information, and I will visit you in Bali. Yeah.
Crypto's strong.
All right, Todd, we appreciate the uplift. We appreciate all the information that you gave here about the cigars, getting in the cigar business, and also your crypto portfolio. Is there any last words that you would like to leave the Crypto King family as far in the way as uplifting in any situation?
Live your life. Don't let anybody else try to tell you how to live your life. You gotta be you. You can't be everybody else. And the most important thing is you are who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with thugs, you're a thug. If you surround yourself with people who are positive, that's you.
Well, family, that's about all the information that I have for you today on Crypto King's Crypto Crunch. Thank you for hanging in all the way to the end. If you enjoyed the information that was presented today on this channel, please go ahead and give that like button a smash. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a comment or a question, please leave them down below in the comment box, and I'll be sure to answer and get back with you as soon as possible. Also, if you're interested in joining my Blockchain Brothers WhatsApp group, please contact me at CryptoKingCarlos@gmail.com. Remember, family, excuses are tools of incompetence used to build monuments of nothing. Those who specialize in them seldom amount to anything. There are no excuses. Never look down on anyone. And if you have to look down on someone, look down on them to lift them up. We should always be lifting as we climb. Hold fast, be strong, don't quit. Let all your things be done in charity. I love you, Yeshua loves you, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Have a great day and a great week.